So, regardless of what happens at the Super Bowl, and I wanted to take some time to talk about Philadelphia Eagles coaches and some of the notable ones who've had success or certain things. Obviously, you remember Buddy Ryan and Randall Cunningham. That wasn't that memorable, but he had some success, though not. There's a lot of antics involved with him, his Eagle tenure. But Dick Vermeil was the one that led him to a Super Bowl, which they lost to the Raiders. But Vermeil, with Will Montgomery, Ron Jaworski, I had a very Harold Carmichael, Bill Burgundy had a very distinctive team there, and that was the one that kind of got Philly on the modern day map as far as going to the show and what have you. So that was one of them that came up there. And then we fast forward to Andy Reid when they played against New England, lost that Super Bowl. Don McNabb still ain't recovered from the huddle, but Terrell Owens played out his mind. T.O. was balling that game. I tell you, he was doing it on one leg. It was incredible. And they had a distinctive run of four straight NFC Championship games and a one Super Bowl appearance. Andy Reid was let go, but he was the winningest coach in Eagles history. Then you fast forward up to the 1-1s after they got rid of Chip Kelly, was replaced Doug Peterson, who just got let go with Jacksonville. But he won with Nick Foles because Carson Wentz got hurt. And you remember that whole controversy. Nick Foles had crazy chemistry. That's uncanny. And Doug Peterson is the one who got Jalen Hurts start over Wentz, which caused some controversy and tension, which ended up getting Peterson let go. But he had the right idea to push Jalen Hurts. It's crazy when I think about the Eagles carousel, their spins, the way thing goes with them, because nothing with Philadelphia is ever straightforward or easy or makes sense or anything, because um, it's always a situation where um, you just kind of like look at it like, wow. Um, they don't really they don't really do things what we call ordinary. They do things where it's kind of what you'd say problematic, and it's kind of like gutted and long-winded, and you just kind of like, you know, you kind of like to shake your head, because it's really like one of those situations where it's like, yeah, I don't make stuff easy, not conclusive. Um, it's kind of like, whew, I'm just kind of like dumbfounded with it. So that's how I come down when I think about what they did, with that. And now you get to Nick Sirianni, who's now in two Super Bowls, playing Kansas City both times. Lost a close one. Now back again with Saquon Barkley. He been on a hot seat. They had an early exit last year. They've had good success. His winning percentage is high, but he's always one of those head coaches where you kind of wonder. He's one of those guys, as good as his things are, it always feels like he could get fired. And they have a history of doing that. So don't get comfortable if you're an Eagles coach. I think only Vermeil really escaped on his own. Everybody else, Andy Reid got shown the door. Doug Peterson got shown the door. Sirianni's been on the hot seat. So they expect things, but they don't have a long. They're not like some of them places. They give you a cushioned seat to sit there in the catbird seat. You don't get that in Philly. Expect to win, 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 win. So second Super Bowl appearance in the last 3 or so years. So we'll see what happens with this. But the question is, looking at the history of him, and he's been very successful. Now, one more Super Bowl appearance than Andy Reid in Philly, one more than Dick Vermeil, and one more than Doug Peterson. So, what will this mean for Sirianni, and what will it all in detail? That's the big question, because it's a lot of untapped answers about, how good they really are, what they're gonna do. It's just so many variables and parables where you're just kind of like, you know, their history of how they treat their players and what they do. It's a very complicated situation. I would be so pressed to ask people how would they rank these coaches, because I'm only going with the ones who led into the Super Bowl. So Nick Sirianni, if he wins, does it make him considered the greatest Eagles coach in the modern era? Or if he loses, is he labeled like with Andy Reid, and is he seen as respected as Dick Vermeil? Or is he lumping running side by side? If he wins, he's running neck and neck with Doug Peterson because he brought a chip there. But what does it really mean in the big picture? And see, Again, some coaches with the success he's had right now, they buy himself a Jeff Fisher 20-year option. But in Philly, we know that if you stink it up one day, they're about ready to get rid of you pretty quick. They don't keep you around to let you sit there like luggage. So it's gonna be really telling and interesting how this Super Bowl turns out and what it all means. Because as of now, based on wins, Andy Reid is considered the greatest Eagles coach ever. And it's ironic because he's coaching both the Eagles and Kansas City, and his impact is felt in both places. So it's going to be real interesting how everything culminates and how it all turns out. So let me know where you come down on Philadelphia Eagles head coaches and how you rank them and where you got who and what and whatnot. Please tell me below in the description and the comments. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay true. Till next time we catch you. Peace and the best. I'm out.